2018 hockey fans, good evening, and welcome to the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena for this evening's game between the Moose Lake area Rebels and your Hibbing Bluejackets. And now, let's meet our starting lineups. First for the Rebels, starting at goal tonight, junior goaltender number 33, Joe Webster. At right defense, senior defense, number 4, Abby Painovich. At left defense, senior defense, number 12, Ellie Anderson. At right wing tonight, freshman winger, number 19, Gabby Gantz. At left wing, junior winger, number 10, Lexi Bonneville. And starting at center, junior center, number 13, Lauren Hartman. And the remainder of the Rebels, head coach by Chris Gantz, assisted by Amber Ketchmark, Josh Gantz, and Nick Painovich. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Hibbing Bluejackets. Starting at goal tonight, junior goaltender number 30, Lily Hess. Starting at right defense, senior defense, number 10, Sydney Hayden. At left defense, sophomore defense, number 25, McKenna Holston. At right wing tonight, senior winger number 17, Annika Matsunen. At left wing tonight, junior winger number 19, Darian Carlson. And starting at center tonight, senior center number 7, Maria Cherburgi. And the remainder of your Bluejackets, head coach by Emily Erickson, assisted by Eric Reworks, Levi New, and Kay Collier.
Favor the Blue Jackets. They lead 1-0. Goal came 22 seconds into this game. It was McKenna Folstead getting her first of the year. And Maria Girardi on the assist. Face off to the left to Wexeth. Julia Girardi taking that draw with Bonneville. Tied up in the circle. Julia Girardi puts the backhand on. Puck loose. Still bouncing around. And it bounces all the way over near the left wing half wall where the Rebels will pick it up and send it back out to neutral ice. That's knocked off the stick of Annika Lundell. She regains control. Gives it to Haven in front of her own net. Haven. Oh, there's a shot. Hits the side of the net. A little pressure being put on. Slap shot. Knocked down in front. Bouncing puck. Still loose. And diving out to try to get to it. Still no whistle, but coming away with it are the Blue Jackets. Megan Buzzy tried to get it to Allie Buzzy. She'll get that loose puck at center ice. Back to Megan Buzzy. Right circle shot. Ooh, and it sails just wide. Out to the left point. Haven wrist shot. Trying to get it through traffic. I don't think that got through. And it's going to go to the end boards. Whipped into the left corner of the Moose Lake zone. 7:26 to go in our first period. 1-0. Back up high. Courtney Anderson's shot's blocked. Into the right corner. Emma Lundell picks it up. Back out to the right point. Shot sails in on Wexeth, and she'll hold on. A wrister from the right point. Off the stick of Courtney Anderson. So with 7:15 to go in our first period, it's a 1-0 Blue Jacket lead, but the shots are starting to increase. It's up to 12-3 now. Wexeth having to adjust her equipment real quick. Working on that left leg pad. And the Blue Jackets with the lead, 1-0. Folstad's goal, 22 seconds into this game. There we go. Got a little bit of help from the referee and got adjusted. The face-off will come to the left of Wexeth. Face-off controlled by Moose Lake. Oh, rattle it around. Comes now. It's going to roll all the way down near the boards into the Blue Jacket zone. Picked up by Lundell. Cross ice to Anderson. Anderson works it over on the left wing to Kearney. Back to Lundell. Lundell's in. Left circle. Oh, and she tried to set it up for Dury, but the pass was behind her. As Dury was breaking in from the right side. Lundell. Back out to Rewerts at the blue line. Wrist shot, hits traffic in front. It's going to be grabbed by Painovich. Painovich can't clear. And now it's finally cleared all the way into the Blue Jacket zone. Back to pick it up, Courtney Anderson at the left wing half wall. Anderson backhands it out to center. Try to get it to Carlson. Rolls into the left corner where it's batted around by the Rebels. And to the right corner is Ellie Anderson. Her pass is deflected. It's going to go all the way down and right on net. And we've got a penalty coming up on the interference. And it's going to go against the Blue Jackets, Carlson. So come in 10:50. First power play of the game and the night. Moose Lake, not bad on their power play, 25.7%, 9 for 35. They have not surrendered a shorthanded goal and a shot right off the faceoff and a save. Penalty kill for the Blue Jackets, very good, 92%, giving up 2 power play goals and 25 kills. Blue Jackets do have 2 shorthanded goals, one by Emma Lundell and the other by Sydney Haven. Play is in the Rebel zone near the right wing half wall. Sent towards the front of the net. Loose puck's going to be grabbed by Rachel Painovich. So circle her net into the left corner. And backhands it out to center. And fired right back in by Rewerts. Painovich will pick it up. Circle the net again. Her pass is well behind her teammate Lexi Bonneville. It's going to roll all the way down in the Blue Jacket zone. They'll wave any icing. Rewards trying to get by Savannah Gams. It's going to come out near the right point. Abby Painovich in the slot. Spinning. Shot put on. And the puck's still loose, but a whistle. Gabby Gams got that shot off. Kind of a spinning and then got it off. But a shot nonetheless. 1:07 to go in the power play for Moose Lake. 5:17 to go in period one. And it's a 1-0 Blue Jacket lead. Shots 12-5 in favor of Hibbing Chisholm. Abby Painovich from the left point throws it towards the net and actually hit her teammate Savannah Gams as she went down in the left circle. Abby Painovich from the left wing half wall skates in. Shot, save, comes out to the slot. Another shot. Ooh. Lexi Bonneville, and I think maybe Hess just got a piece of that. It's in the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Battle continues. Trying to dig it loose is Courtney Anderson. Little help there from Kearney. Centered and cleared down the ice by Rewerts. 28 seconds to go in that power play. Lundell near the left wing half wall in the Moose Lake zone. Tied up Abby Painovich for a moment. Here's Painovich. Works it up on the right wing to Rachel Painovich. She crosses at the right point, tied up in the right circle. Nicely done by Emma Lundell. Cleared it all the way down to the left corner of the Rebel zone. You got 4 seconds left to go in that power play. And another good penalty kill for the Blue Jackets. They'll send it in deep. And an icing. 4:04 to go. First period. 1-0 Blue Jackets on the Folstad goal. 22-second mark of the first period. Face off to the left of Hess. Julia Girardi will take the draw against Savannah Gams. Blue Jackets win this draw. Here's Folstad, banked off the end boards. Out near the left wing half wall. Knocked off the stick of a Blue Jacket. But long cross ice pass on the left wing. And the Blue Jackets are back in business. Hallie Buzzy dancing around. Left circle shot, and it just sails wide to the right circle. Julia Girardi. Goal from the right point. Got through traffic on the wrist shot from Hayden. And it's 2-0 Blue Jackets. I don't think Wexeth ever saw it. 13-19. Time of the goal for Haven. It'll be her third unless it was tipped in front. But the Blue Jackets increase the lead now to 2-0. Plays at neutral ice, fired into the Blue Jacket zone. Haven will clear it off the right wing boards, back down into the Moose Lake zone.
Blue Jackets, number 10, Sydney Hagan. She's assistant number 24, Julia Girardi. Hagan.
So Julia Girardi gets her own assist.
13-19.
And for Sydney Haven, that's her third goal of the year. Play continues now in the Moose Lake zone. Got 2:50 to go in our first period. 2-0 Blue Jackets along the end boards into the right corner. Abby Painovich out to the right point. Rewerts has it. Rewerts gets a shot off. Save. Maria Girardi tried to put a backhand on, but had her pocket picked by Abby Painovich, who stick handles out the center. Brings it near the Blue Jacket blue line. Fires it into the right corner. 2.5 to go in period one. Blue Jackets up by a score of 2-0. Carlson sends it into the Moose Lake zone, but quickly they'll get it right back down into the Blue Jacket zone. Here's Gams with it. That will be Gabby Gams. They turn it over. Here's Lundell with the puck. Lundell works it across. Line change Blue Jackets. Left circle. Cuts in behind the net. Tries to wrap around. It comes all the way back out. Top of the left circle. Shot put on by Anderson's blocked in front. With the puck for the Blue Jackets, it's Corney. She'll carry it over around the right wing. She'll go and circle the net again. And she'll bring it around. And she'll stick handle. Leaves it for Anderson. Anderson sends it deep. Lundell along the end wall. She'll send a centering pass out. Courtney Anderson shot and a save by the goaltender Wexeth at the left wing half wall with 1:40 to go in the period. tipped out to center, but instantly picked up by Fulstad, who's got one of the 2 goals. She'll skate in. Her wrist shot sails high and wide. Puck comes all the way out to the right point, but the Blue Jackets keep it alive. Here's Allie Buzzy, high slot, can't get much on it. She had a couple players in front of her, kept alive by Julia Girardi. Her shot from the blue line's deflected in the left corner. Minute 19 to go in the period. Blue Jackets lead 2-0. Little give and go, high slot shot by Julia Girardi and a save by Wexeth with no rebound. Good thing there was no rebound because Megan Buzzy was right there. All right, well, face off to the left of the goaltender Wexeth, who's been busy in this first period. Julia Girardi wins the draw. Comes out to Ellie Buzzy. Her shot's blocked. Comes out to center. Picked up by Polstad. She'll throw it in on net. Knocked down with the glove by Wexeth. Into the left corner, it's Gams. Flips it all the way down into the Blue Jacket zone. Back to pick it up for the Blue Jackets is Matnett. To Buzzy. Tips it down the ice. They'll wave in the icing. It'll be grabbed by Belanger. She's in behind the Rebel net, being harassed by Allie Buzzy. Comes to the left wing half wall, where it's picked up by Childs. Childs is tied up, though, by Maria Girardi. Now it's over near the right wing half wall. Unable to clear, kept alive at the right point by Annika Lundell. And to the left corner of the Rebel zone. And the Rebels having a hard time clearing their zone. Hartman finally gets it to center, where she'll fire it into the Blue Jacket zone with 15 seconds to go. Volstead couldn't clear. Sent back around by Ellie Anderson in the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Annika Lundell works it around the near boards, and that'll be it for period 1. But boy, Blue Jackets having their way with Moose Lake here, but only lead by a score of 2-0. Shots in that period favor the Blue Jackets heavily, 17-6. Our first intermission's coming up. After one period of play from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, our score, Hibbing Chisholm 2, Moose Lake nothing. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey right here on 106.3 WMFG. After one period of play from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, Blue Jackets with a 2-0 lead over Moose Lake on goals by Fulstad and Haben. Fulstad's first of the year and Haben's third of the year. They're just now getting to the resurfacing of the ice in our extended period break. So let's take a look, see if we can find any scores in any of these boys' hockey games. No score being reported from Proctor yet. International Falls and Proctor gun it away at 6 o'clock. Nothing coming from the Heritage Center in Duluth either, between Cloquet-Esco Carlton and Duluth East. Coming up a little later tonight at about 8:30 at the Holiday Classic in Bramer Arena. Grand Rapids will take on Edina in the early game. Looks like Eden Prairie is starting to pull away from it after Elk River had a brief lead. It's now 5-2 Eden Prairie over Elk River Zimmerman at the Holiday Classic in Bramer. Centennial and Blaine all knotted up at 1. Hastings on top of North St. Paul 1-0. Princeton holds a 2-0 lead over Northern Lakes. Kilmurray 1-0 over South St. Paul. Totino Grace 1-0 over Armstrong Cooper. Those are about the only scores being reported at the moment. Taking a look at the latest poll that was put out by Let's Play Hockey yesterday. Number 1 in Class A in girls is Road. That'll be followed by Breck, Proctor, Hermantown in 3, Mound, West Tonka, and South St. Paul are your top 5. 6 through 10 are Thief River Falls, Rochester, Lourdes, St. Paul United, Matamidi, and Alexandria. 11 through 15 is Duluth Marshall at 11, then East Grand Forks, Fergus Falls, our Blue Jackets, and then Cloquet-Esco Carlton in the 15 slot. And then 16 through 20 is Delano, Rockford, Minneapolis, Hutchinson, Simley, and Mankato East. Now, that's from Let's Play Hockey. Now, if you look at the Cratch rankings, that takes in your opponent's basically strength of schedule, and whether you won or lost or tied, it doesn't matter about how many goals you score or didn't score. Interestingly enough, they have, this is the top 5, Warroad at 1, Mound West Tonka 2, Breck 3, Proctor Hermantown 4, Minneapolis 5, even though Minneapolis is 17 on Let's Play Hockey's poll, and the Blue Jackets are at 11, Duluth Marshall at 6, and Cloquet at 8. So interesting when you throw in them French rankings, it's a mathematical formula that it's pretty true most of the time when you pull it up at the Minnesota Girls Hockey Coaches Association and look at it. Typically, you pull it up around state tournament time, and most of your top 8 to 10, barring any upsets in section play, are the ones that are in the state tournament. All right, we'll take another quick break, come back with second period action after one here from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. Our score is the Blue Jackets 2, Moose Lake nothing. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey right here on 106.3 WMFG.
WMFG.
Well, the ice has finally been resurfaced here, and we can maybe get our second period underway here momentarily. After one period of play, Hibbing Memorial Arena, it's 2-0 Blue Jackets. They lead on a goal from McKenna Polstead. Came 22 seconds into the period. The assist went to Maria Girardi, and then Sydney Haven found the back of the net from a wrist shot from the right point at 13-19. That's her third of the year. And Julia Girardi got the assist on that. But the Blue Jackets outshot Moose Lake badly in that first period, 17-6. See if we can continue to do so here in period number 2. The second period's been basically the best period for the Blue Jackets. They've outscored their opponents 8-5. Meanwhile, the second period, not so good for Moose Lake. In fact, it's their worst. They've been outscored 26-9 in the second period. I would assume both teams are coming out here in a minute. I don't know what we're waiting on. Gotta love 20-minute period breaks. And the referees are finally coming out. That's a good sign. Blue Jackets have one more game before the Christmas break. Basically, they have one more game until they go to Kaposha, and that'll be Thursday as they'll head to Duluth to take on the Northern Stars. And then they are off until the Kaposha tournament down in South St. Paul. And of course, as always, they will play the Friday evening game, the last game of the quarterfinals in the 24th Annual Kaposha Classic Invitational, as they'll face South St. Paul. That game's scheduled to get underway Friday, the 28th at 8 p.m. Other teams in that Kaposha Classic, Roseville and Moundsville will kick it off at 2. That's followed by Lakeville South and Hill Murray. The early evening game is Champlain Park, Coon Rapids against Elk River. Blue Jackets will be moving left to right this time, and our second period will get underway. Both teams gathered around their benches still. And the faceoff's controlled by Lundell. Comes back to Polstad, and we're underway. There's Lundell to the left circle. Comes in, centers it in front. Blue Jackets weren't able to connect on that, as Buzzy was there. It's going to be tipped on a wrister from the right point by Haven. And the goaltender just directed it in the left corner. Puck comes out near the blue line. Polstad with it. Her wrist shot's blocked. And she gets it right back, gets a shot in. Bouncing puck, save made by Wexeth. And the Blue Jackets come away with it. Sets it up in front again, and a shot by Lundell and a save by Wexeth. Blue Jackets just trying to continue to put pressure on. That shot from the left point was blocked. There's Buzzy, left wing half wall. Buzzy gets it right back out of the left corner. Her shot, goaltender save. Just like that, not even a minute into it, and the Blue Jackets throw 3 more shots on net. 2-0, 16-12 to go, second period. Blue Jackets lead by a score of 2-0. Face-off controlled by the Blue Jackets to the right of Wexa. And Rewerts just sends it down along the end wall. Maria Girardi battles, but Painovich will pick it up in her own right corner. She turned it over. Maria Girardi with it into the right corner. Painovich is there. Now Maria Girardi digs it loose again, tries to center it. It's knocked down. Painovich will send it down off the left wing boards into the Blue Jackets zone. Not enough for any icing. Back to pick it up is Rewerts. Here's Rewerts with it. She'll stop, spin in the right corner, send it back around to Anderson in the left corner. Anderson's pass is intercepted, but then rolls off the stick of Bonneville. Puck comes out to neutral, and the Rebels send it right back into the Blue Jacket zone. Long pass to center, too far in front of Maria Girardi. Icing on the Blue Jackets, 15-17 to go in period number 2. Blue Jackets with a 2-0 lead. Face off to the right of Hess. Julia Girardi's going to take the draw with Savannah Gamps. Gamps wins the draw. Deflected in front. Goes into the right corner, now at the right wing half wall. Chipped down the ice. Carlson tried to get it ahead to Julia Girardi, and it's going to be another icing. 15:04 to go. Period number 2, Blue Jackets lead 2-0. Face off to the left of Hess once again. Girardi and Gams knocked into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Blue Jackets are cleared around near the left wing half wall. It's going to be picked up by... That was Mattinen. Knocked off her stick as she got to center. Now poked back out to neutral. Carlson couldn't do anything with it. Carlson now at center. Tries the backhanded. Unable to do so, and it's sent into the Blue Jacket zone. That was off the stick of Kennedy Bryant, the junior forward. Bouncing puck. Blue Jackets having a hard time getting it out of their zone at the moment here with 14:27 to go. Period number 2. Mattinen near the left wing half wall. And now it's going to be stick handled out by Julia Girardi. Up she's across on the right wing. Slap shot coming. And a big blocker save from Wexa. Blue Jackets will do a line change. Meantime, puck's out to center. Going to be knocked in by Child to the Blue Jacket zone, but flipped right back out by Anderson. Right back into the zone. Cross-ice pass on the right wing to Megan Buzzy. There's Buzzy. Sets it up for Allie Buzzy. Wrist shot deflected up and out of play. 13:50 to go. Period 2, 2-0. Blue Jackets with the lead. Shots, 21-6. Face off to the left of Wexa. Lundell on the draw, wins the draw. Courtney Anderson whiffs on it from the right point, comes out to neutral. Now it's carried back in across by Allie Buzzy. Allie Buzzy is shot and a save. Big rebound loose. And Emma Lundell had a chance at it. They'll set it up high. Courtney Anderson, shots blocked in front. And the Rebels come away with it. Anderson carries it out to neutral ice. She'll carry it to the Blue Jacket blue line and dump it in. Line change coming up for Moose Lake. Courtney Anderson picks it up along the end boards for the Blue Jackets. As she falls, she gets the pass off. Allie Buzzy, cross ice on the right wing to Megan Buzzy. There's her wrist shot. Blocker save to the left wing half wall by Wexa. Buzzy took a whack at it, went behind the net, came out near the right wing half wall, trying to clear it with Savannah Gamps, and it went off a skate and right in on her goaltender, so the goaltender Wexa just reached down to freeze it. 12:57 to go, period 2. It remains 2-0 Blue Jackets. Shots 24-6 now in favor of Hibbing Chisholm. Face off to the left of Seth. Won by the Blue Jackets. There's a backhand by Dury. Flutters in on net. And a save. Loose puck picked up by Carney. She tried to center it. It's knocked down and then sent out to neutral by the Rebels. There's Painovich across the blue line. Slap shot blocked by Haven. Loose puck's going to be picked up by the Blue Jackets. Going the other way. There's a wrist shot put on from the left point by Carney. And a save, no rebound. 12:31 to go. Blue Jackets still lead 2-0. Face off to right of Wexeth. And a face off won by Julia Girardi. Comes out to full stand. Her wrist shot deflects wide. Into the right corner. Centering pass. Mattinen tried to find a teammate in front of the net. It's chipped out to center. Now it's going to go back into the Rebels zone. Out to center with it, though. Julia Girardi knocked off her stick at the blue line by Bonneville. And here comes Bonneville the other way. She's across the Blue Jacket blue line. Rolls off her stick into the left corner. Bonneville along the end boards. Centering pass hits the side of the net. Cleared away by Girardi. And it's flipped out to center. The Rebels with it. They'll center it right back into the Blue Jacket zone. Gabby Gamps, the freshman winger. Polstad picks it up in the left corner. She's got one of the 2 goals for the Blue Jackets. Haben has the other. Chip, but not out. Out near the right point. Battle along the right wing half wall. Julia Girardi along with Belanger. Comes out to the right point. Little slap shot, not much on it. Glove save Hess. 11:21 to go. Period 2. Blue Jackets lead 2-0. Shots on goal 26-7. Now in favor of the Blue Jackets. Face off to the left to Hess. Won by the Blue Jackets. They've won most of the draws here so far through this contest. Allie Buzzy brings it across on the right wing. She's at the right circle. Wrist shot, save, knocked down. Loose puck, Lundell into the right corner. Here's Lundell circling. Sets it up, high slot. Buzzy a shot, blocker save. Into the right corner. Got a penalty coming up on Moose Lake on a delayed call. Here's Buzzy, left circle. And now it's going to be knocked down by Anderson along the end boards. Megan Buzzy with it. Megan Buzzy's tied up. And finally we get the whistle. And we got interference coming up. Blue Jackets going on a power play. First time tonight. And going off, it's going to be Savannah Gamps. And this will come at 6:15. Power play for the Blue Jackets this year, only 16.1%. They have 5 power play goals on 31 opportunities. Penalty kills 75.9 for Moose Lake, giving up 7 power play goals on 29 kills. Back out, high. Lundell. Rewards. Her shot got through, save Wexeth. Lundell in the right corner. Back up high to Rewards. There's a shot that's blocked in front. Knocked down by Anderson. Anderson works it up ahead to her teammate. That's Gabby Gamps. Gamps gets it to the Blue Jacket blue line where she's taken out of the play. Courtney Anderson quickly down the right wing on the other side. She'll leave it to the half wall for Maria Girardi. Girardi circles the net over to the left side. Back out to the left point to Rewards. Girardi at the left wing half wall. Back out to Rewards. Cross ice. They'll set it up for Carney. That's actually Anderson, excuse me. To Lundell, back up high to Rewards. Her shot's blocked, but right to Lundell at the left circle, and she couldn't knock it down and control it, so she had to go back to get it, or she would have had a nice-looking shot from there. Here's Buzzy. And it goes through Lundell's skates and cleared down the ice with 55 seconds to go. Blue Jackets will switch up some of their power play personnel. Get that second unit out here. 45 seconds to go in the power play. At center with the puck is Buzzy. She's across on the right wing. To Rewards, top of the right circle. Shot, save, puck loose, and covered up. 37 seconds to go in this power play for the Blue Jackets. Got 9:22 to go in the game. Blue Jackets up 2-zip here in period 2. Now that's deflected in front. Nicely done, but what a save by the goaltender Wexa on the redirect. Julia Girardi, right circle. Her shot's blocked. Cleared but not out. Haben with the puck. Sends it back over. Julia Girardi. Her shot sails wide. Back up high. We'll work it over on the right side now. Up high at the right point to Rewerts, and it's taken away. Julia, that was actually Carney trying to come and get to it. Haben holds his own. Shot by Carney from the right circle is deflected over to the left wing half wall. And we're back on 5-on-5 hockey with 8:35 to go. In period number 2, Blue Jackets lead 2-0. In the left corner, the Blue Jackets zone. Haben clears it around to the right corner. Rewerts tries to get over to get it. Maddie Rewerts. Now it's tied up near the right wing half wall. Comes out into the circle where Rewerts works it up ahead to Megan Buzzy, to Allie Buzzy. Here's Allie across on the left wing. Tried to get it to Megan and went through her skates to the right wing half wall. 8:08 to go period 2. Blue Jackets lead 2-0. Going to roll in on Wexeth. She'll just reach down and freeze it. She's been busy through about a period, not quite a half, maybe a little over, I guess you'd call it that, but 30-7 shots in favor of the Blue Jackets. But only 2 have found the back of the net. And they've all been long distance goals. One from center ice, basically, and the other one from the point. Anderson kept it alive. Lundell carries it to the left circle, gets a shot off. Megan Buzzy tried to tip it in. It's going to roll into the left corner. Battle will continue. Rachel Painovich is there. Goal! A wrist shot. Got it pass out into the slot, and it's a goal for Allie Buzzy. And it's 3-0 Blue Jackets. And this will come at 9:14. For Allie, it's number 4. So 3-0 lead for the Blue Jackets. And icing now on the Rebels.
Scoring the goal for Blue Jackets, number 20, Allie Buzzy. She's assisted by number 16, Megan Buzzy, and number 18, Emma Lundell. Buzzy, drop Buzzy, and Lundell. Time of the goal.
There you go. Emma Lundell and Megan Buzzy on the assist. Allie gets her 4th of the year. And we have a penalty coming up. It's going to be interference, and this one's going on Maria Girardi. And this will come at 9:35. Power play number 2 coming up from Moose Lake.
Final to the Blue Jackets, number 7, Maria Girardi. 2-minute minor for interference. Girardi for interference.
Cleared all the way out off that face-off to the Moose Lake blue line. Then he tried a headman pass. It was too far for Savannah Gams. Now it's Painovich. Here's Gams. Puck rolls in Hess. Now it's out along the end wall. Back out to the left point. Abby Painovich. Big slap shot. Pad save Hess. Cleared down the ice by the Blue Jackets. Nicely done by Carney. Blue Jackets will switch up a couple personnel. 1:23 to go in that power play for Moose Lake. Cross-ice pass was in the skates of Bonneville. The Blue Jackets come away with it. They'll send it back in their own zone and then fire it down the ice by Anderson. Near the left corner. And going down is Allie Buzzy with a little assistance there from Bonneville. Pucks into the right corner. Emma Lundell. Now Courtney Anderson sends it deep. Here's Allie Buzzy from the right corner. Buzzy just spins around. Buzzy with the puck. High slot trying to set it up for Lundell, and their penalty coming up. That's got to be a hold or something. Here's Buzzy. Back out to the blue line, reverse. Wrist shot, knocked down, and we'll have 4-on-4 hockey. And it's going to be a hook. Second penalty of the period for Moose Lake. Rachel Painovich going off for that hook. 10:55 is going to be the time of this one. So 4-on-4 hockey for 40 seconds, and then the Blue Jackets will go on their second power play of the evening. Face-off controlled by the Blue Jackets. It was to the right of Wexa. Into the left corner, back out to the left point to Maddie Rewer. And she gets a shot off the save. Oh, unable to control that rebound, and it goes to the end boards. Thrown towards the front of the net by Kearney. And taken away by Kearney at the right circle. Comes in, shot save, puck loose, and dropping down on it to make the save is the goaltender Wexa. Kearney took that right away from Abby Painovich. 16 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Face off to the left of Wexa. At the half wall, Anderson shot sails wide. Comes all the way out near the left point. Rewerts kept it alive. Rewerts shot. Little wrister from the left point. And easy save for Wexa, and then she just covers up the rebound. 4 seconds to go here in the power play for Moose Lake. Or I should say 4-on-4, excuse me. Then the Blue Jackets will go on the power play, which they do right now for a minute 20. In the left corner, Buzzy sends it back to Lundell. Centering pass, trying to get it to Maria Girardi, and it goes through traffic to the half wall on the right side. Anderson sends it down in the right corner. Here's Lundell, cross ice, too far in front of Rewert. She'll have to go back and regroup from her own blue line. Cross ice on the right wing, the pass to Anderson, rolls into the zone. Knocked away, picked up into the right corner by Emma Lundell. Centering pass right out in front. And Maria Girardi. Double team, couldn't really get anything off on the shot. Into the right corner, the Rebels zone. 40 seconds left to go in that Blue Jacket power play. They're trying to dig it loose. Now comes out near the half wall on the right side. Anderson sends it back down into the corner. Allie Buzzy comes off the wall. Centering pass is cleared away by the Rebels. And the Rebels, Gabby Gams, is at the Blue Jacket blue line. Her shot's blocked and deflected wide off the stick of Rewerts. 14 seconds to go in that Blue Jacket power play, and the Blue Jackets trying to regroup from their own end. Maddie Rewerts, stick handles. She's at her blue line, long pass to the Rebel blue line. Cross-ice pass, sets it up. McCann full stead, shot! Oh, and coming in for the rebound was Buzzy and just couldn't get that bouncing puck. And it'll be an icing coming up on Moose Lake. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. 3:56 to go, period 2. 3-0 Blue Jacket shots now 35-9. Out shooting Moose Lake this period 18-3. Face off, controlled by the Blue Jackets. Here's Kearney from the left corner. Battles along the end boards, rolls off her stick. She'll gather it back in. She's going to leave it for Dury. Dury battles on the right wing half wall. Haven trying to keep the zone, can't do it as it's pushed out by Lilia. Here's Lilia to the Blue Jacket line. She's ridden off the play. Haven takes the puck away and skates in behind the Blue Jacket net. Here's Haven, has one of the 3 goals tonight for the Blue Jackets. Painovich's shot from the right circle and a pad save by Hess. Blue Jackets are able to clear the zone, but it's picked up by Abby Painovich right away. She's into the Blue Jacket zone. Puck's loose in between the circles, and we got a slash coming up on the Blue Jackets. And it's going to go on Kearney. So back on the power play goes Moose Lake. Their third of the night. Took them at 13:51. And a timeout's been called by Moose Lake. Probably trying to settle everything down. Chris Gamps, the coach, and his assistants, just to get him to settle down a little bit. Because if they get a goal here in this power play, I mean, you're right back in it. You're only down 2. But they only have 9 shots, including 3 in this period. Blue Jackets, meanwhile, have 35 up on the board. So the shot differential is 18-3 in this second period. See if the Blue Jackets can kill this penalty again. And here we go. The Rebels have used their timeout. It didn't look like there was a whole lot of talking going on the bench. They were kind of just sitting. Faceoff's going to come to the left of Hess. And the faceoff's tied up in the circle. Rebels control it. Pejnovic, her shot's blocked. Now at the right circle. And the Blue Jackets come away with it. Here's Buzzy, a 2-on-1 alley. Got Lundell, comes right to her off the stick of the defender and gets a weak backhand shot off, but forced the goaltender, Wexeth, to make another save. And the face-off down in the offensive zone for the Blue Jackets, where they win it to the right of Wexeth. Matty Reber just sends it deep. With the puck now is Bonneville. Worked it over to Rachel Pejnovic. And Bonneville at center throws it in on net. Hess kicks it to the end boards. And 2.5 to go in our second period. Blue Jackets up 3-0. Minute 19 to go in that power play for Moose Lake. Cleared down the ice by the Blue Jackets. Wexeth will work it up to Gabby Gamps. That's tossed into the Blue Jacket zone, and the Blue Jackets just fire it right back down. Got a minute to go in the power play. 2:09 to go in period 2. Blue Jackets up 3-0. Gabby Gamps, stick handles. She's off the center. Here's Gamps across the line. High slot, wrist shot, save, Hess holds on. .45 seconds to go in that power play for the Rebels. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey on 106.3 WMFG, Hibbing, a service of Midwest Communication. Rattled around out near the left point. Allie Buzzy sends it cross ice off the left wing boards down to the left circle in the Rebel zone. Blue Jackets trying to take it away. 30 seconds to go. Here's Abby Pejnovic once again across on the right wing. Gets by the D, comes in, shot, save. Loose puck cleared to the right corner. Perfect positioning for Lily Hess, the junior goalie. Blue Jackets get it off the center. And it's going to be golf deep. Blue Jackets will do a line change. This will pretty much take care of the power play with 6 seconds to go on that power play. Puck's at the Blue Jacket blue line. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. And it was offside in the process. Blue Jackets have killed off 3 penalty kills here tonight. With 1:07 to go in period 2, they lead 3-0. That face-off won by the Blue Jackets again, Julia Girardi. Tipped down the ice, giving chase for the Blue Jackets and pushing it deep as Carlson. In behind the net, Carlson comes away with it. Ooh, and centered it out front. No one was quite right there. Going down hard was Anderson. Shot put on from the left side and a save by the goaltender. Face off to the right of Wexeth. Face-off won by Julia Girardi again. Volstad shot. Getting a piece of it with the glove was Wexeth, and it rolls off her glove into that right corner. Rebels have it. They'll push it out to the Blue Jacket blue line with 30 seconds to go in the period. Rolls off Volstad's stick, and it's going to be knocked into the Blue Jacket zone. No icing. Haven back to pick it up behind her own net for the Blue Jackets. She'll send it in the left corner. 16 seconds to go in our period. Blue Jackets with the lead, 3-0. Puck does come out to neutralize. Back to pick it up is Belanger. Belanger from center throws it into the Blue Jacket zone. Knocked down by Haven. Haven circles her own net with 1 second to go, and this will do it for period 2. But the Blue Jackets get another on the board, and they now lead by a score of 3-0 on the Ali Buzzy goal in period number 2. We'll come back, review our stats, take a look at some of the other scores going on around the area, and much more after 2 periods of play from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. It is Hibbing Chisholm 3, Moose Lake nothing. It's Blue Jacket Girls Hockey right here on KQ North 106.3 WMF. She was in the slot. Her 4th of the year. They came at 9-14. Megan Buzzy and Emma Lundell on the assist. And that made it 3-0. That's where we stand after 2 shots in that second period. The Blue Jackets outshoot Moose Lake 21-6 that period. So through 2 periods, the Blue Jackets are out shooting Moose Lake 38-12. So that's 6 more saves for Lily Hess. She has a total of 12 through 2 periods. 20 saves in that period for Joe Wexeth. She has 35 through 2 periods. Penalties in that period. The Blue Jackets had 2 for 4 minutes, as well as Moose Lake having 2 for 4 minutes. So through 2 periods, the Blue Jackets have 3 penalties for 6 minutes. Moose Lake 2 for 4. Blue Jackets 0 for 2 on the power play. Moose Lake 0 for 3 on said power play. So that's where we stand after 2. Blue Jackets, you want to say they have a comfortable lead, but all it's going to take is a goal maybe by Moose Lake and fire them up a little bit, and they're right back in this because we're only up by a score of 3-0. We'll take another quick break, come back, look at some of the scores going on around, see what's happening between International Falls and Proctor and much more. That's all coming up. After 2 periods of play, it's Hibbing Chisholm 3, Moose Lake nothing. It's Blue Jacket Girls Hockey on 106.3 WMFG. And Moose Lake's back out on the ice. We're just waiting on the Blue Jackets, and we'll get our 3rd period underway. Look, Blue Jackets looking to see if they can hold on and maybe pick up their 5th shutout of the year. They have a 2-0 win over Avalith Gilbert, 2-0 over White Bear Lake, 5-0 over North Shore, and 1-0 over Cloquet Esco Carl. Again, still waiting on the Blue Jackets to come out for the 3rd period. Blue Jackets have scored 11 goals in the 3rd period, and so have their opponents. Meanwhile, Moose Lake has been outscored in the 3rd period 22-10. Again, we're still waiting for the Blue Jackets to hit the ice. Moose Lake's been out here. Now they're already gathered around their bench. I'm not sure what the holdup is. Again, we're still waiting for the Blue Jackets to come on out. Once the Blue Jackets get out here. We can get this period underway. Moose Lake is still all gathered around their bench. They've been out here for a couple minutes, and finally the Blue Jackets come out. Moose Lake still gathered around their bench, getting last-minute instructions from Chris Camps. I'm pretty sure he's telling them, hey, if you can get a quick goal, we're right back in this thing. But the Blue Jackets are badly out shooting Moose Lake here, 38-12. Just to kind of give you a sense of how many shots that both goalies have seen here for Moose Lake. In a JV game, the Blue Jackets had 59 shots on goal. Well, that was entertaining. The water went down the wrong way, and we're underway. Long pass to Buzzy. She's across to the left circle. Comes in. Backhand goal. It's their second of the night. And our fifth of the year, and the Blue Jackets are up 4-0. 29 seconds into it. Seconds into the period officially right now. See if we get any assists on that, but there should be at least one on this. And we just got another goal as I'm down here writing the assists into the book. Looks like Kearney picks up the goal. And this will come at the 43-second mark. Boy, I took a sip of that water and it went down the wrong way. And that's brutal when you're trying to talk. If Kearney did in fact get the goal on that, that will be her, I was just looking at her fifth of the year. Girardi trying to set it up to Mattinen over on the right side.
Once again, the point forward inning was scored by number 20, Ellen Buzzy, assisted by number 18, Emma Lundell. Time of that goal was 29 seconds. Scoring the fifth goal for your Blue Jackets, number 22, Dorothy Kearney. She was assisted by number 3, Elizabeth Berry, and number 27, Arnie Anderson.
There you go, Durian Anderson on Kearney's goal, and that's her fifth of the year.
3 seconds.
So 2 goals in the span of 43 seconds put the Blue Jackets up 5-0. As we still have 15 and a half to go. It's in behind the net. Belanger, long pass, is going to roll all the way down in the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. They'll wave any icing. Anderson back to get it. She'll send it to the right corner to Rewords. There's Rewords. Off the end boards, Anderson in the left corner to Lundell. Emma couldn't control it, and it's knocked back into the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone where Rewords has it. She'll zing it around the alley. Buzzy, right wing half wall. Buzzy has 2 goals. Now it's tipped And coming way out is Wexeth to poke it away. And we got a penalty coming up on the Blue Jackets for a cross check. Going to go off is Allie Buzzy. And this will come at 2:13. So now it's power play number 4 for Moose Lake. They trail 5-0. Face off to the right of Hess. Controlled momentarily by Moose Lake, but then it's tipped out to neutral by Dury. Along the end boards, Rayworth. Rayworth's into her own left corner. Battling with Belanger. Comes out to the left circle, and it's poked away. Nicely done by Dury. It'll roll down the ice. Blue Jackets switch up Dury for Kearney on the penalty kill. Minute and a half to go in the power play for Moose Lake. They trail 5-0. Painovich taken out of the play by Haven. They both go up against the end boards. And it's going to roll over near the right corner. Picked up by Maddie Riewerts and fired down the ice. Wexeth. Zip it around the boards is right there with Kearney. Sending it deep along the wing wall. Julia Girardi. Picked up behind the net by Savannah Gamps. Comes out to the Blue Jacket blue line, and it's going to be sent into the zone by Lexi Bonneville. Haven will grab it in her own left corner. She'll send it right back down the ice as the Rebels were in the midst of a partial line change. Knocked down by Julia Girardi. Her shot from the left circle is forced wide off the stick of Painovich. 32 seconds to go in the power play. Puck's out to center. Carrying it across. And getting a shot off from the high slot is Rachel Painovich, but an easy save for Hess. First shot of the period for Moose Lake. 15 seconds to go in the period. 13 to go in the game. Blue Jackets up 5-0. Sent back down into the Rebel zone by Maria Girardi. And they'll wave in the icing as that was deflected. It looked like a couple of times on that long pass out of the zone of the Rebels. So another successful penalty kill for the Blue Jackets. They've killed off all 4 here tonight. Anderson works it up far wall. With the puck for the Blue Jackets was Mattinen. Anderson will go back and pick it up behind her own net. Left wing pass to Julia Girardi. There's Julia flying down the left wing. Line change coming up for the Blue Jackets. She'll throw it towards the net. Breaking down the middle was Mattinen. They just couldn't quite connect. There's a shot from the right point that sails wide off the stick of Annika Lundell. Battling for the puck is Carlson. Shot put on. I believe that was Lundell, and a nice save. There's Lundell. Gets it to Folstead at the left point. Her shot's deflected right up. Allie Buzzy with 2 goals. Sends it right back towards the net. Gets it right back from Lundell. And just couldn't quite pull the trigger on it. Back up high. Wrist shot deflected. Off the stick of Annika Lundell. And that puck is cleared out the center by the Rebels. Dumped right back in by the Blue Jackets. Allie Buzzy gives chase with 11 and a half to go. In the left corner, Allie Buzzy with it from Megan Buzzy. Up high slot shot. Maria Girardi. Another save by Wexeth, and Allie Buzzy took a whack at it. Allie Buzzy trying to center it. Megan Buzzy center skates, and I got a penalty coming up as the Blue Jackets are going on the power play. On a trip. Going to be called on Bonneville. Come at 5:52. Power play number 3 for the Blue Jackets. Face off to the left to Waxeth, and the Blue Jackets control it. Out to the blue line, Rayworth, her wrist shots knocked down and then cleared down the ice by the Rebels. Pass will stop it. Haven picks it up, circles her net. That pass way too in front to Rayworth is going to go all the way down for an icing. And they'll come back into the Blue Jackets zone with 10:47 to go. The Blue Jackets with a 5-0 lead. And the face-off's going to be to the right of Hess. Well, now they just changed the score on me and showed Proctor 1 and International Falls nothing final, where they had 1-1 overtime tie in there earlier. So I'm not sure what that score is now. But it's a final. Eden Prairie gets a 6-4 victory over Elk River Zimmerman. Now the face-off's going to be at center. That means Grand Rapids and Edina will get underway in probably about a half hour. From that Holiday Classic in Braemar, it's in the Blue Jackets zone. Still a minute 30 to go and sent deep by the Rebels. Rayworth will pick it up in her own right corner. Rolls off her stick. Knocked back into the Blue Jacket zone by Savannah Gamst. Haven from behind her own net. She has a goal tonight. Haven stick handles to center. Haven carries it across in the right wing. Gets by the defender. Painovich. Now over on the left side. Here's Haven. Out near the left point. Battling. Comes away with it. Sends it down. Left wing half wall. Lundell. Back to the blue line. Anderson's shot. I don't think it got all the way through, though. I actually think it may have hit Polstad in front. There's Buzzy along the end boards on another block shot. Still 39 seconds to go in the power play. Haven's wrist shot. Deflected wide. Picked up by Buzzy, right corner. Back out to Haven, right point. Back to Buzzy, half wall, right side. They'll send it deep to Lundell along the end board. Back to Buzzy, bottom of the right circle. Shot, that's high. And that's going to come out to neutral ice. 17 seconds to go in the Blue Jacket power play. Lundell carries it across. Here's Lundell to the left circle, knocked off her stick, left wing half wall. Lundell back to the left point. Anderson sends it back to the half wall. Coming away with it. Lundell gets it down low. Buzzy a backhand, and backhand, and Buzzy's got the hat trick. And it's an even strength goal as their player Bonneville just came out on the ice, so it's not a power play goal, but it's the third goal of the night for Allie Buzzy. She now has 6 on the year. This one will come at 7:55 and will put us into running time. Shots 48-13. Allie Buzzy has the hat trick. Rebels clear down into the Blue Jacket zone. And ice in.
She's assisted again by number 18, Emma Lundell, and number 7, Maria Girardi. Buzzy.
So Maria Girardi and Emma Lundell on the assist.
7:55.
3-point night for Allie Buzzy, of course, on the hat trick. 3-point night for Emma Lundell as well. 3 assists. Couple of points tonight for Maria Girardi and a couple of assists. We're in running time with 8:20 to go. Blue Jackets up 6-0. Rolls down in the Blue Jacket zone. Carlson picks it up. Circles the net. Tried to connect on the left side to Mattinen. Couldn't do it. Sent back into the left corner. Carlson with the puck. She's tied up with Bonneville. Now at the right wing half wall in the Blue Jacket zone. Painovich couldn't control it. Knocked off her stick by Julia Girardi. Comes out to neutral. Sent back into the Blue Jacket zone by freshman Rachel Painovich. Now the Blue Jackets, Anderson with it. She's across the blue line. Wrist shot saved by Wexeth. She'll freeze it.
Hockey fans will enter late in the third period as long as there is at least a 6-goal advantage. We will have running time.
Face off to the left to Wexeth. Into the right corner. With it is Lilia. Works it ahead to Anderson. Anderson sends it into the Blue Jackets zone. It goes in behind the net. Penalty coming up on Julia Girardi. And it's actually Carney going off for checking. The official time here because the clock is running, so we'll see what Dan has it for.
Penalty of the Blue Jackets, number 22, Dorothy Carney. 2-minute minor for tripping. Carney for tripping. Time penalty, 10:50.
10:15 is going to be the time of that. In the meantime, Blue Jackets will clear it down the ice with a minute and a half to go in that power play. It's power play number 5 for Moose Lake. Kicked out to center. Happens to land right on Rachel Painovich's stick. She's across on the left wing. Tried to set it up. Allie Buzzy gets the loose puck. Allie Buzzy will bring it back the other way. Slap shot coming left circle. Saved by the goaltender. I think they went off her face mask to the right wing half wall. Knocked back down in the Blue Jacket zone. Got a minute to go in the power play. 5:43 to go in the game. Blue Jackets up 6-0. Here's Buzzy at center. She'll throw it down towards net. Wexeth will stop it, and she'll just freeze it. 48 seconds and counting to go in that power play. Under 5.5 now to go in the game. Blue Jackets up 6-0. Looking for their 5th shutout of the season. Face-off control for the Blue Jackets. There's a shot by Julia Girardi from the top of the right circle and a save by Wexeth. 5:08 to go. Blue Jackets up 6-0. 20 seconds to go in the Moose Lake power play. They'll backhand it into the Blue Jackets zone by Anderson. Picked up by the Blue Jackets. They'll just center all the way back to the Rebel blue line. Backpedaling is Belanger. Gets it to Abby Painovich. Poked off her stick by Julia Girardi. Painovich has it. Circles near her own blue line. Brings it into the Blue Jackets zone. Left circle. Her shot deflected up and over the net. Along the end boards. Courtney Anderson for the Blue Jackets. Right wing pass to Julia Girardi. 4.5 to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 6-0. Here's Girardi. Centering pass in front. Carney couldn't get a piece of it. Went wide of the net. Here's Carlson from the end board. Tries to bring it in. Get the backhand off. That's knocked away into the right corner. Picked up by Bonneville. She'll send it around to the left corner where Belanger has it. She'll throw it out to neutralize. Picked up by Folstad and thrown in on net. Wexeth another save. Blue Jackets over the century mark in shots. 51-13 in their favor. Kept alive at the right point by the Blue Jackets. Sent right back down into the right corner. Picked up by Dury. Dury along the end wall, battling a couple of players. And hits the side of the net. Rolls into the left corner now. Near the left wing half wall. Bouncing puck for the Blue Jackets, and with it was Mantinen. Comes out to neutral, sent right back in by Folstad. We've got 3:33 to play. Into the Blue Jacket zone, it's an icing. Shots 52-13. The Blue Jackets have put 111 shots on these two goalies here through 2 games. The JV game and now the varsity game. Face-off to the right of Wexeth, controlled by the Blue Jackets. Wrister from the left point by Rewerts, another save. Puck's loose in the scrum in front of the net. Now it's going to come to the right wing half wall. Pinching down to get it. Comes out to the blue line. Rewerts her shot. Deflected wide. Aaron Molick gives chase. Sent back down into the right corner with 2:39 to go. Moose Lake is able to clear it. Banks it off the boards. And back to pick it up is Maddie Rewerts. She'll circle her net. Works it over on the left wing. And with the puck for the Blue Jackets is Claire Rewerts. had it taken off her stick at center. Knocked into the right corner of the Rebel zone. Megan Buzzy is battling with Bonneville. She goes down with 2:10 to go. Allie Buzzy picks it up. She's got the hat trick here tonight. Megan Buzzy behind the net. Try to get it back to Allie. Hits the back of the net. Rolls into the left corner. Back to the left point. Courtney Anderson's wrist shots deflected wide and behind the net. Picked up by Megan Buzzy once again. Knocked off her stick to the right wing half wall. She gets there first. Sends it along the end boards. Maria Girardi tried to center it. That's knocked away into the right corner. Now it'll come back to Haven at the right point with 1:40 to go. Haven shots blocked. It's going to be cleared out to neutral ice. Haven back to her own blue line to pick it up. Cross ice to Anderson. Anderson to Maria Girardi. Tipped down in the left corner. Rattling around as the Blue Jackets do a partial line change. Shot from the right point by Haven and another save by Wexeth. 54 shots and counting for the Blue Jackets. 1:14 to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 6-0. Sets it up right in front. Oh, and almost another goal. A nice little give and go from Megan to Allie Buzzy. And now we got a penalty coming up, and it's going to be on Bryant. For what I don't know, we'll get it announced to us with 54 seconds and counting to go. It's a high stick. So they'll put it at 16-10, and it is a high stick. Blue Jackets, their fourth power play of the night. 26 seconds to go. Annika Lundell, she gets it right back from the half wall. Gives it right back to Maria Girardi. Into the right corner to Allie Buzzy. Allie Buzzy tied up with 12 seconds to go. Maria Girardi trying to dig it loose. Coming away with it, Annika Lundell. Tried to send it towards the net. Hits a Rebel player in the skates. They'll send it into the Blue Jacket zone. This will pretty much do it as we pick it up. And that will do it. Blue Jackets get a convincing 6-0 win here as they give up one shot in the third period. They outshoot this squad 55-13. They score 3 more here in the 6th. And the Blue Jackets get the 6-0 victory. It is now their 5th shutout on the year. And think about this. They improved to 7-5-1 or 7-5-0. And 5 of those 7 victories are shutouts by Blue Jacket goaltenders. Our final score once again from Hibbing Memorial Arena. It is the Blue Jackets 6 and the Rebels of Moose Lake nothing. Post-game show coming up next. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey on 106.3 WMFG.